If you look closely at your life right now, there is one absolute guarantee about the next 365 days. Your reality will look completely different a year from today, and there is nothing you can do to stop that clock. What you do control is the direction of that momentum. Every single morning you wake up, you are forced to make a binary choice that dictates exactly where you end up next year. Option 1 is the path of least resistance. It's the familiar choice of keeping your environment, your habits, and your daily actions exactly the way they are right now. Option 2 is friction. It is the uncomfortable, deliberate decision to inject a new change into your routine. If you think you're sitting on the fence, just passively hoping for a better future, you're actually casting a daily, active vote for option 1. In fact, the reason you clicked on this video is likely because you've been choosing option 1 for a long time. It's a common trap. When you constantly consume self-improvement podcasts, books, and videos, your brain gets a rush of accomplishment. You become a permanent member of the audience of change. Unless you actually pair that motivation with physical execution, the content is just noise. The only thing changing is your choice of entertainment. This execution paralysis usually traces back to a specific error in how we frame our goals. We tend to focus entirely on the end state, trying to conquer 100% of a massive ambition all at once. Looking at all that required effort simultaneously builds a psychological wall so high that it triggers sheer overwhelm. It makes taking that first step feel impossible. Your inability to start isn't caused by a lack of inspiration. It is a structural flaw in how you measure progress. To fix that structural flaw, you need to reorganize how you view the math of your goals. You have to change how you see things before the things you see can actually change. This graph illustrates the 1% rule, replacing massive targets with small daily increments. Initially, microscopic improvements make progress practically invisible, but through consistent daily friction, compounding takes hold and builds momentum. By day 365, you finish 37 times better than you started. Compare that to a linear approach. If you simply added 1% every day, you'd end up with a 365% increase, but through compounding, the total growth reaches 3,700%. This logic reframes personal growth. Instead of a single, massive leap, success becomes the predictable result of these repeating micro-actions. This math dismantles the 100% wall that keeps people trapped as the audience of change. Instead of staring up at a massive obstacle, you restructure the goal into steps so small that the psychological weight of the task disappears. The daily requirement becomes difficult to fail. As your results grow, the action requires less effort. Executing that 1% gets physiologically easier every consecutive day you do it. There is a catch to this system. It relies entirely on consistency. You have to show up every single day, and the math shows that the cost of skipping a day is higher than the gain of a single 1% jump. Success shifts from being a test of maximum effort or waiting for the perfect strike of motivation. It becomes a simple test of daily endurance. Consider where you are right now. What does your life look like a year from today if you take that very first 1% step immediately? Applying this math starting today gives you the power to completely rewrite the ending.